So the last thing we might find in our data, right, is outliers. So let's imagine we do a box plot of cocoa percentage. Right, so I'm going to produce a box plot of the cocoa percentage. Now, maybe our assumption is that cocoa percentage in some way informs what the rating is going to be, because maybe a higher cocoa percentage tastes nicer. Right? I don't really know about chocolate. So if we look at this box plot, what we'll see is we've got actually quite a tight distribution of cocoa percentage, right, between about 50% and just above 80%. But you can see there are three outliers. When it produces a box plot, I will show outliers as anything that is more than 3 standard deviations away from the median. What we do with these outliers is going to be a judgment call. It's going to depend on the situation. So for example, we have an outlier here which is above 100%. Now that makes no sense. We can't have a chocolate bar with more than 100% cocoa, right? It doesn't make sense. So that is obviously a mistake. We would delete that item, right? And probably delete the whole row or re-estimate that value based on a sort of stratified average or a different average. For these lower ones, this is a judgment call. One is just above 20 and one is closer to 30%. I don't know whether those are outliers or not, right? Is it possible to make a viable chocolate bar with 20% cocoa? I mean, maybe, right? You're going to have to know a little bit something about the situation that your data was collected in and whether that's reasonable. So you might, for example, delete the bottom one as a mistake, but keep the top one because that's just a low amount of cocoa.